Welcome to Mental Health Monday Check-ins with Jamie Lynn. I am Jamie Lynn. So this week I come to talk to you about boundaries. It's a great tie-in from last week. I didn't come to you until Thursday because I had some things going on and I wasn't in the right headspace. And now I'm feeling better for the most part, but I'm still working my way through some very hard things. I know that word can mean a lot, but it is what it is. And so boundaries tie into that. Now, also bear with me. I have upgraded my recording equipment. I am not a professional. I'm doing my best here. I've got to work out the kinks. This is probably take number 15 or so. And here we are. This is what we're doing. So boundaries. I've had to set some boundaries. That can be very hard for some people to do. It can be even harder for other people to receive. But guess what? Boundaries are about you. It's giving yourself permission to focus on yourself. Okay? It's making your safety and comfort a priority. And we all need that. We need that to get by every day. You absolutely need that for your mental health. There are so many times where we will stretch out our boundaries over feelings of guilt and fear, right? So like, hey guys, I'm not going to go out next week. I need some time to myself, whether that's self-reflection, needing a break, financial reasons. There's so many reasons why one might need a boundary. And then we have that friend who's like, hey, I know you said you don't want to go out, but I need you on Tuesday. Please come with me on Tuesday. And so we're like, oh, no big deal. I'll go. You've stretched your boundary, which, we're all human. Things happen. But be mindful of that. When we set a boundary, when we draw a line in the sand, it's because, hey, I need to take care of myself. And it's about you. So remember that, okay? Your boundaries are there to help you cope with whatever is going on, to help you prepare to cope with something that's coming. It's only going to contribute to your healthy relationships, to the health of your relationships, okay? It's going to contribute to self-respect and self-love. Boundaries are a good thing. If you are on the receiving end of somebody setting boundaries, take a minute to say, man, that's really hard for a lot of people to do. And this person just set a boundary instead of taking offense to it. Boundaries allow for self-awareness. It allows you to prioritize your own comfort so that you can feel safe with others. Now, I don't mean, safety, risk, security, that kind of safety. I mean anxiety. I am not diagnosed with anxiety, but I have a feeling that I am high-functioning anxiety. I have high-functioning anxiety because whether I like to admit it or often or not, I definitely suffer and live. I don't know if suffer is the right word. I live with anxiety every day. And so for me, setting boundaries is imperative for my mental health so that I can be a better myself. So I can be a better person myself for me. So I can be a better mom, a better friend, a better wife, a better daughter, a better sister, and so on. I need those boundaries so that I can function. And it's important that you do the same thing, okay? When you're setting your boundaries, name your limits. Be concise, be direct, and you can be simple, okay? If you're unsure where to start, here's an activity. Get a piece of paper, draw a circle on it, okay? What is in the middle is what are non-negotiable. This is what I need. These are the boundaries that I am not willing to move, not willing to negotiate, not willing to compromise. And that's okay. Everybody has some non-negotiables. Okay. Outside that circle are where you're willing to compromise, where you're willing to stretch a little bit so that it doesn't affect your overall mental health. Okay. Do that. Think about what you need physically, emotionally, and mentally, and then go from there. Okay. I've already said this. Be consistent so that other people know. If you are wishy-washy and you go back and forth, you're not sending a clear message to those who need to hear your message of boundaries. Okay? Be clear and be consistent. Here's one of my favorites. I statements. I love I statements. I just used one. They are very important to me. Okay? I have 2 kids. They're 3 and 9. And my 9-year-old is forever, get out of my room. I hate it when you're in a room. You do this. You do that. Okay. And even at 9, she'll be 10 this year, I'm working with her on I statements. Now, Is 3-year-old little brother going to listen to them? No. But I'm setting her up with skills to use for the future. So if she starts using her I statements with her 3-year-old brother, they will come naturally later on. So I have her saying, Cooper, I don't like it when you come into my room. Cooper, I get upset when you touch my things. Those are examples of how we use I statements. The opposite of that is, well, you did this. Well, so-and-so did that. Well, when we were, that is not taking ownership. It's not setting healthy boundaries. Okay. I statements. When I am upset, I do this with my family. I do this with my friends. I want you to hear how this is making me feel, how it's impacting me. So instead of pointing the finger at you and saying, you make me so upset when you do this, I feel this way when this happens. Take ownership of your feelings. It's okay. It's a very adult thing to do. Practice it. Practice it with your kids. Teach your kids I statements. It's going to help them navigate all of the relationships that they are going to have as they grow. Friendships, intimate relationships when they're older, relationships with families. You know, we all have some very interesting interactions with our families sometimes. Mine are not always positive. Man, I mean, we could have a great summer vacation and then Christmas rolls around and we're all ready to just cry and rip our hair out. But so teaching our children how to use I statements at an early age will help them for these difficult situations and these difficult relationships that they're going to have to navigate as they grow up. Okay. Start small if you have to. Like I said, hey guys, I can't go out to lunch 3 times this week. Okay. I've looked at the budget, or my spouse is frustrated with me, or I just can't handle it. You know, for me, I could go out to lunch all the days. I'm very social. I want to go, hang out with my friends. But like right now, I canceled all of my social engagements for the week because I need time for self-reflection to get myself in a more positive headspace. Period. I let my circle of friends know that. I kind of almost caved today. One of my friends reached out in a group message, hey, who wants to go to lunch? And I was like, oh, me. And we didn't. Fortunately, I got myself out of that because she was able to make plans with her spouse. But there I was, caving on my boundaries, sending a mixed message to the rest of my friends. Here's what not to do. I'm human. We all make mistakes. If you need backup, setting boundaries, get support. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to a therapist. It's okay to go to a mental health professional. Having healthy boundaries is a very integral tool that we all need in our toolbox, and it doesn't come naturally to a lot of people. So if you need to go the professional route to get support, that is okay. Let me tell you, I am not perfect. I do not have all the answers, but I've been to years of therapy, job related, personal life related, family related, all the reasons. And my toolbox is pretty full. Last week, my toolbox didn't help me. I wasn't getting anywhere. That's why I didn't make a video until Thursday. And that is okay. So if you need help figuring out how to set boundaries, reach out. I named support group, professional mental health, friends, family, your community, your spiritual community, a chaplain, a pastor, a priest, a rabbi. There is a great resource to help figure out how to set healthy boundaries. I flubbed through the last few minutes. Forgive me. I hope you're having a great Monday or an okay Monday or whatever you need. Talk to me about how you are setting boundaries in your life. Talk to you next week.